So this is a quick video to get you started with colour grading. With this clip that I've got here, you can see that the two shots are very different in colour. So we need to try and match those as close as possible so it doesn't look off, which it does at the minute. So what we're going to first do, step number one, is to come down to your project bin and you're looking for this little icon down here, which is a new item icon. Now all of these windows you can change the size of and move around. So if you can't find something, it might be because you have to make the window a bit bigger. So I'm going to click onto new item and I'm going to add what's called an adjustment layer. And I'm just going to click OK. And that adds this as like a black block in your project window. Now you're going to drag this over to sit across the top of the piece of footage that you want to change, that you want to adjust. So I'm going to make that as long as that piece of footage. So if we flick between the two, we can see the colour difference. We are going to add adjustments to this layer. So anything sitting below this layer will be affected by the adjustment. The adjustment we're going to use is called Lumetri Colour. Now, if you come up to your window, you should be able to find Lumetri Colour. If it's got a tick on it, it means that the window is open somewhere on your screen, usually to the right-hand side. These double arrows indicate that there's other menus. So if you can't find it, so if you look in and you can't find it, if it's got a tick on it up here, it means it's already open, so you need to go and look for it. If it doesn't have a tick, it means that the window is shut. So we have to make sure the tick's on, and then we go and find Lumetri Colour. Okay. In that you have a number of different settings. So you've got basic correction with dials that you can change. You can change your temperature, saturation, your light. And that's under the basic correction. You've also got creative. So where you don't have to match your footage and you just want to put a creative filter over, there's got lots of presets. So different cameras. So here I saw one that said blue cold, so it would make the footage, and it does some automatic adjustments for you. But because we want to actually match some footage, we're not going to use creative today. Okay, so we are going to come out of that and put none. So we don't want creative. What we do want to do though is a match. So I want to match my footage. So I'm going to come into this setting and I'm going to click on comparison view. So that allows me to see side by side the piece of footage that I'm going to try and match it with. Once I've done that, I'm then going to come back to basic correction, and I'm going to do it manually by just looking. So the first thing I'm going to look to do is to change the temperature. Now this looks very grey and cold, whilst this side is a bit warmer. So first of all, I'm going to change the temperature. So that's already starting to look a bit better. Although it looks a bit yellow, and this one looks a bit pinker. So then I'm going to look at the tint. I'm going to up it towards the pink colour, and without going too pink, I'm going to slightly adjust that until I think it is matching a bit better. So now I'm happier with that change. Now my piece of footage, if I zoom out here, I'm going to make this a bit bigger for you to see. So my bit of footage now is matched, okay, but when I come to the next clip, obviously it's still at that setting that I don't want. So instead of doing it all again, what you can do is duplicate this adjustment layer. So you hold down your Alt key on the keyboard and you drag it across again. So now I go between there and here. You can then go back in and make some more slight adjustments. So if I think that one is slightly too pink, I could take a bit of the pink out, perhaps make it a bit warmer, and so on and so forth. So you go along until you've colour graded the whole lot. So now when I switch between the clips, I'm a lot happier with the how the clips match. Okay, so if you want to go ahead and have a play around with colour grading, remember step 1 is to add your adjustment layer using this new layer icon. Step 2 is drag the adjustment layer to the channel above your footage. And step 3 is to go to Lumetri Color. Now you might want to go round and instead of working with basic correction, you might want to go and play with some of the creative drop downs. Okay, go and have a play.